What's going on, everybody? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more. I almost said Grand Theft Auto. What am I thinking? That's not even close. I haven't even played that in like 6 months, so I'm way off on that. Welcome back to Let's Play some more God of War 3, and in the last episode, things got a little weird, actually. We met up with Hephaestus' wife up there in the old portal up on top of that hill up there. We played a good old-fashioned game of just the tip, and it sent us right over in here where we talked to him, and he told us, you know, everything about how it's our fault that Pandora is in the situation that she's in, and then he told us that, you know, if we go get the Omphalo stone that is in through this door here that's finally open, that he can craft us a new weapon that we can use to engage in our revenge against Zeus with. So that is where we are now headed. So let's get a move on. It is really late, actually. I did not plan on filming this at 11:30 tonight, but the Oregon Ducks game took a little bit longer than I thought. So, and when you're playing against Washington, that takes precedent over everything. Search for redemption. The souls of Hades are free, with their lord and master dead, yet still they roam endlessly, their redemption nowhere to be found. Yeah, it kind of sucks for them. I mean, look how skinny those things are. I mean, have they not eaten anything in, like, eons or what? I mean, at least give them, like, at least give them, like, an Arctic Circle to eat at. I mean, if you're not going to give them, you know, like, if you're not going to give them the really high-quality burger joints, at least you got to give them something. You can't just have them roaming, you know, out here in Hades for the rest of existence without something to munch on of some kind, you know? Oh, good! Forgot about this guy. It's the third one of these dudes, so I'm pretty sure if we end up, you know, doing the old, you know, extracting the guts out of his stomach region, then I think we're gonna get a trophy out of it. So that is something to look forward to. However, we can try to kill a couple of guys like this, or not. Hey, there we go, we got a couple of them. The more people we can do this to, the better. And if they're just going to keep on running down here like this, it's going to be open season for this, which I'm so down with. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Oh, hey! Okay, there's a lot of dudes over here. Good Lord. Turn the other way, Kratos. Come on, man. They're all right here for the taking. Oh, yes. Just lay the wood, dog. I mean, not like a wooden dog. That's kind of a weird thing, but I mean, lay it down, you know. Holy smokes! Holy applewood smoked bacon. That was a little bit much there. I mean, we are just ripping these guys to shreds with this, though. I mean, we should really be coming up on this trophy in no time if this is really how it's going. Hello! Oh, okay, yep, alright, enough. Enough of that! Okay, maybe not. I think that's actually the rest of them. I don't think there's actually any more of these guys left to deal with now that we dealt with that little group. Hey, oh, I thought I got away from that. Apparently I didn't. Kratos, you're getting a little sloppy there, buddy. You're getting a little slow. You go a little bit too heavy on the carb load lately. Yeah, I've not been utilizing my block very often. That's kind of my own fault. Kind of my own fault. I'll definitely own up to that one. There we go. Okay, let's cut him open. Let's see what we can extract out of his good old food sack here. Oh, right up against the chest I want to get into. Oh, hey, there we go. No guts, no glory. Plenty of glory to be had, actually. I mean, are they saying that if you don't spill your guts all over the floor in, you know, in the heat of battle, that you will not receive glory? Or are they saying that you will not receive glory unless you spill someone else's guts? Hard to say. Hard to say. Okay, so we need some health. We took a lot of unnecessary damage there, but, you know, I was really trying to kind of forward the whole thing with using the stony lonesome thing there. I don't really know what I was saying. I was just saying stuff. I'm feeling kind of weird I started up this new detox program. Not like the, oh my god, you've been on, like, you know, life-crippling drugs for a long time. Definitely not that kind of drugs. Or just drugs at all, actually. I'm doing I went to this business seminar earlier this week. And, okay. Fine. We'll do it this way. And you're gonna get one of these anyway. Haha! Did pretty much marginal damage altogether. There we go. We'll give him the old slice and dice here. Yeah, I went to this training seminar earlier this week for one of our vendors. He actually took us to he took us out to a brewery. He took us to the Whitmere Brewery up in Portland, and it was awesome. We got to go into like the banquet hall, and we got like all the free food. I didn't have any beer though. I felt like there was like a serious injustice that I didn't indulge in any beer while I was at a brewery of all places. But like nobody else that was there had any either. So like I didn't want to be the one guy. I didn't want to be like the one guy at this training seminar who was like, hey, give me a couple of upheaval IPAs and let's call it good. So I just kind of took the simple route out with water, and I felt very uncomfortable doing that. Actually, it just didn't seem right, you know. It didn't seem right. That's not where I want to shoot that, but I'm doing it anyways. Totally wasted one. Totally wasted one. So yeah, the whole thing was about just like doing cleansing programs and trying to, you know, get bad shit out of your body, essentially. So I decided that I'm starting up 3 different cleansing programs all at the same time, which generally not a lot of people are doing that. That's definitely a lot to put your body through all at once. But I'm not the kind of guy to do them all separately, just because that takes a lot of extra time, and I'm not patient with it. So I'm doing that. So I'm doing one for Candida, which sounds heinously disgusting, which it is. It's actually horribly disgusting, but it's got to be done. I mean, undoubtedly, we're all dealing with that in some capacity. Oh wow, he actually got the O up from that. That's like the best way to fire that up. You think that would happen anytime you shoot a guy with a totally fire-engulfed arrow, that it would send anybody into a frenzy, but apparently these guys just like to play hard to get with that. Hey, okay. So yeah, I'm doing one for like my upper GI tract, and I'm doing one to cleanse some candida out of my body, because I do eat a lot of things that contain yeast, and so I'm doing that. And I'm also doing a really obscure one, and it's actually supposed to be a really good detoxifier for EMF, of like electromagnetic frequency based things, and like radiation. So that's kind of what's going on. I mean, I live on the West Coast, and so because of like the whole Fukushima radiation nuclear reactor meltdown thing back in, I think it was like, back in like 2011, and pretty much everybody on the West Coast is dealing with a much higher level of, you know, radioactive exposure to things than pretty much anybody else outside of Japan, obviously. So I figured it would be smart, and just because like I'm constantly on my computer doing work, and I'm constantly, you know, around. I actually live fairly close to like one of those like transformer things, like those little power stations. So I figure, you know, with the type of exposure that I give myself to elements like that, probably wouldn't be a bad idea to do a little cleanse and just kind of get some of that radioactive material up out of my body. So yeah, it's I started a couple days ago, and I feel like really shitty right now. I can feel my body starting to get rid of some of that junk, and I'll tell you, it does not feel particularly great. This is such a weird puzzle, by the way. It's just like a giant frickin' like Tetris game of sorts, but without dropping things down in order. It's just like all this weird puzzle where things pop out of the walls, and you got to try to get up to the top of it, and you got all these weird gears moving around that open up things. Again, with the, like, who had the technology back then to think up an idea like this? You know? Like, where does this come into play that you have these weird moving parts that just kind of appear on their own somehow? I don't even know how to... Ah, here we go. We gotta go over here. We got to go get up on top of this thing. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, boy, that was so close. I really wanted to try extra hard not to get that one to work out for us. But we're going to make it happen anyways. Thank God. Oh, good. So, I mean, at least the one thing that's, like, salvaging my weekend, in a way, is, you know, it's Saturday, and Saturdays are always a good thing. Oh, boy. Come on! Ooh! God. I get so paranoid when I'm on those harpies, and, like, just at the last second, they feel like they just don't want to cooperate now. And you feel like they're just gonna, like, drop you at the very last second. You're not gonna be able to do the damn thing. But we got there anyways, so that's all good. And then he jumps all the way down with just his little freaking sandals or whatever, and no harm done. All of that, by the way, just to open up a door. The craziest, hugest, weirdest machinery-based door in all of the freaking land. And we got a trophy out of it. Open Sesame, just for that. Hey, I'm not one to argue either. It's good to go with me. Apparently they're really wanting us to have phoenix feathers, even though we don't need those right now. But hey, what do I know? So yeah, I mean, it's Saturday. It's good times for everyone. However, working today sucked. It really did. But Oregon did win. They won their college football game today, so I'm feeling extra good about life, because it was like the most important one of the year, just about. Playing the old rival up the other side of the freeway, and they did the damn thing. You know, it was the ugliest thing I've ever seen, just about. But sometimes, I mean, just because it's ugly doesn't mean that it's not a win. So 12 in a row, dog. That's what I'm down with. Okay, here we go. The Pit of Tartar Sauce. The legendary battleground of the Great War between the gods and the Titans. After their defeat, the surviving Titans were banished here for all of eternity, and were constantly having to put some aloe vera gel on the bottoms of their feet from burning themselves to living shit. It's so much lava out there. That's gotta be just a horrible life to live, you know? Okay, so we're just going to go head on towards the bottom of the hill down here. Not a whole lot going on. It's just pretty much another area that we can use to rack up some more for the total of this. Oh, you know what else we can do? Let's summon some of these guys. Yeah! Yeah, that's a great one, by the way. That's an awesome soul to use for that. Let's go up to this again. Pick a different soul. We'll do the Olympus Fiend. My father was a fiend. I forgot that's what he does. That's funny. He's just like, wait until I unleash this one, guys! He just like fires out the soul, and just the one guy just whoosh, straight up in the air. That's really funny. Oh, I forgot that. I forgot that ability. That makes me laugh. And then we got the old Gorgon Serpent. Not going to be a lot of anything big coming out of this one either, so. But it will advance us across this whole thing. That's actually probably one of the most useful ones out of the whole lot, really, if you think about it. It's just, it freezes them all. Like if you can make that work just right, you can freeze an entire huge pack of dudes. Or dudettes, I don't know. I mean, there are some women in this game. If you do it to, like, some sirens, you can totally kill them with that. I just never really think about using those when I'm in the heat of battle, you know? When you're right in the middle of fighting people, the last thing you think is, huh, I wonder what soul would be good to use here, instead of just like, oh my god, let me bash the button until their skulls are all turned into dust. You know? What have we here? Actually, hold on a minute. Is there not something? Okay, there's not something back there. They give you the illusion there's something back there, but then, you know, the old video game shield keeps you from walking there. This looks like Guy's hand. Huh. Man, I'd chop the shit out of that thing. Wait, what's going on? Oh my god, her hand is falling apart! Oh, that's probably because somebody else... How long was he holding onto her hand like that? Like, it's super creepy. Gaia. Oh, she's dead. I'm just gonna hold onto her hand for a while. I mean, we had a bad breakup back about 1,000 years ago, but I just wanted to hold her hand one more time, you know?
I live in torment because of you. After you took the box from Pandora's temple, Zeus was consumed with fear.
Yeah, everybody seems to be saying that.
To the pits of Tartarus. I was tasked by the gods to kill Ares. You killed Ares out of your need for vengeance. But this time, retribution finally comes to me, Spartan.
He says who else but me could kill Gaia, and I'm almost positive that if Zeus wanted to kill Gaia, he could do that so fast, it wouldn't even be funny. Actually, you know what? I take that back. It would be hilarious. Ow! He's like, you cut my finger, you bastard! Oh, stop it. Forget what to do here. Yeah, maybe we just gotta do another round of this. Maybe the third one's the charm. So I'm definitely hitting, like, all the buttons here. Ah, here we go. Oh, solar flare, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I knew there was something that you had to do with his eyes. I just couldn't remember what it was. That's right. Oh, God, that would hurt. Like, I get that he's, like, super, super huge, and, like, that really wouldn't do that much to him. But just imagine being that big and just having, like, a little blade just slice you right in the freaking hand. Like, right on the tip of the finger. Now, everything that you do for the rest of, like, you know, the next 2 or 3 days is just gonna hurt like hell. Say goodbye to filing papers for a couple afternoons. Oh. I don't know how that solar flare is still bothering him like that. What the hell? That always bothers me that he has that weird ass wristband on that for some reason, I don't even know why, it just like it turned like that and it just like cut off a whole bunch of his flesh. Like that's like an emo kid's dream right there to have one of those. As disgusting as it is, this is also really gross. Oh, it's so nasty. That makes me cringe every time I see it. You just cut this big old lump of flesh off of him. I mean, how is that not one of the most disgusting things? I mean, it is one of the most disgusting things, actually. Gotta be really careful here, because he will, you know, shove his giant-ass, you know, arm into all of this. So, you gotta, oh boy. Okay. We gotta go for the fingernail. And I feel his pain out of this, man. Like when we finish this off, I feel Kronos' pain so much right here. I really do. I have been in his situation before. Not in the sense that I've had, you know, a small Spartan man cutting up my fingernail with these crazy swinging blades of his. But I have. Well, we'll explain it in a second here once you actually see it with your own 2 eyes. Yep, come on. There we go. Oh boy, he's coming down. There it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is so gross. Oh God. Oh, it's so gross. Oh. No kidding. I'd be feeling the same way if I were you, Kronos. That is, oh, it's so disgusting. Oh. Don't know how we got out of that one. But yeah, when I was about, I'm gonna say 11 years old, I had just gotten home from Target. I was buying my friend's birthday present, and we got home, and I was going home to wrap it with my mom before she drove me over there to his house for all the birthday festivities and whatnot. Oh boy! And she had me bring up the garbage can. She's like, "Hey, can you bring up the trash, or bring up the yard debris one, the green one that has all the..." Oh no! Oh no! Oh crap! I tried to get the freaking half circle done there, but I like... Okay, we do have the checkpoint there. I was trying to do the half circle there, and I ended up, my finger ended up slipping off. But yeah, she's like, "Can you bring up the yard debris thing and just put it over by the garage door?" I was like, "Okay." And I mean, keep in mind I'm 11, and there was actually no reason to bring that can up because it was still full. And with my old house, my driveway, oh boy, my driveway had like a really steep incline in it, and so I had to try to instead of pulling the garbage can up that hill. Oh, yep, not happening. Bring it back down. There we go. I'm trying to do the last time, damn it. But yeah, instead of you know, pulling it up like a smart person would, I decided to try to push it up that way instead. And about halfway up the driveway, where I was in the middle of that incline, the whole thing like tipped over on me. The whole thing like tipped over on me, and it actually ripped off my fingernail on the same finger, actually, on the same hand, believe it or not. And it was quite disgusting. I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to be doing here. I feel like there's something that needs to be happening that isn't just... Oh boy. Yeah, that didn't feel very good. I'm actually quite surprised it's taking... Oh, I know what I need to be doing. I need to be climbing up on his hand. No wonder why. God. I was like, why do we keep recycling this moment over and over again here? And I totally understand now. There we go. Yeah, see? I knew something. I knew I was doing something wrong there. I wasted a whole bunch of time for no reason particularly, but hey. Wait. Yep. Alright. There we go. Now oh, solar flare. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna get another crack at it. Yeah, this part always gives me some trouble. There's just a number of times that I forget what it is I'm supposed to be doing. There we go. And then hit the button and barely hold on for dear life down there. Okay, guys, we're gonna call it good right here. We're going to be a number of minutes until we get to a place where we can actually stop and hit a checkpoint. So, we'll call it good right here. When we come back on the next installment of Let's Play God of War 3 and not Grand Theft Auto, because it's not even close to the same game, we're going to continue scaling up the enormous body of Kronos here, because we've got a score to settle since he's trying to kill us. So, until then, my friends, this is your host, AMF1534, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, but it totally ripped off my fingernail on the same finger. I went into shock, ran into the kitchen, and threw up everywhere. It was so gross. So, I feel your pain, man. It makes me cringe thinking about it. Alright, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.